6 years professionally, right?
Big Dave, man, I played. Look, I had so much success at Braunschweig. I signed a 3-year deal because I was player of the year 3 years in a row. They call it Sportless des Jahres. So soccer, American football, every sport they had in there, I was player of the year. So I was being shows major love.
Right.
So I was like, man, shit, I'm going from McNeese to being the man, not knowing I could make a whole lot more money.
Yeah.
At the time, my agent, he was working. I was probably lower on the totem pole in my agency, but because he had some more NBA guys, so he was just settling for jobs. So I was just like, shit, I'm finna get this security. People love me here. So let me just sign this 3-year deal when other teams were really coming at me. So I was just like, nah, I'm good. So I stayed there and signed a 3-year deal. So after then, one of those years I tore my ACL. People don't know that. I tore my ACL, came back, they showed me love. They let me go home and rehab. So I was loving it and still get my money, all my bread. I mean, wasn't a cent left out. So I was just like, man, this is love. So I went home, rehab, came back. Let me see, I was only out that season for like 4 months. It took me 3.5, 4 months from an ACL. Came back, man, I was blessed to not really miss a step, man. Came back where I left off. So they showed me mad love. And at some point I was just like, look, I got to go get some more bread.
Right.
Some more bread. So I went to Bamberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to Bamberg. That's when I won my first championship with Coco, Archie Bone, Curl Beecham, Stefan Harmon, who was the next best thing in Germany, the prospect. Won a chip there. Then that's when the stock started raising.
Right.
Stock started raising.
Hold on 1 second. I need you to hold on 1 second. I need you to back up just a smidge for me. Help me understand how you got out of Braunschweig into Bamberg, because you were on a 3-year deal. Was there a buyout? Was there was there a negotiation that had to take place?
Braunschweig wanted me back, but Bamberg offered me more money.
Okay. And you were free. You weren't locked in.
I wasn't locked in. I was free.
Okay.
I was free then. So I was just like, you know what? Bamberg was a hard team to beat when I was in Braunschweig. They were playing in 2 leagues at the time, a European competition and domestic competition. I said, oh yeah, I cut down on some of these prices. Let me go ahead and, get the bread and continue to, have some type of success. Because at the end goal for me when I started was to play in the EuroLeague.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a EuroLeague player, because I was always, when you're over there, you're watching, European games. So I'm like, man, I don't want to just play one game a week.
Yeah.
You practicing the whole week. So I'm basically those 3 years. Well, now I played in the Euro Cup after my first year in Braunschweig. Played in the Euro Cup. We qualified for the Euro Cup at the time, or EuroLeague or whatever. And I'm watching EuroLeague teams on TV. I'm like, I got to play in the EuroLeague one day. So that was the end goal. So I got to Bamberg. Whoever wins the championship plays in the EuroLeague.
Mm-hmm.
Made that happen. And then that next year, at my second year on that contract, Al and Big Day, let me tell you, my mind, bro, was so focused on playing in EuroLeague. I took that mentality from McNeese coming to being a pro. I took that same mentality going into that second year after I won a championship in the EuroLeague. I said, I'm finna give it to these guys. I'm finna make a name for myself. End up leading the first league in the first round in scoring in the EuroLeague. So people don't know that. That's when I played with Derek Phelps.
Yeah, legend.
Dickie Simpkins came in. We had like NBA vets. I was watching D. Phelps play against Michigan when Chris Webber called that timeout.
Right.
So being able to play with those guys, Derek Taylor, Big Dave, you probably know D. Taylor.
Yeah, I think that was the year I was there in Germany. That was your second year.
Yeah.
Bamberg was in Oldenburg.
You was in Oldenburg. I remember that with Ty McCall.
Yeah, we had a good team too.
we had a real solid team. Then having so much success, tore my other ACL.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was there that year.
I'm at the pivotal point in my career where I'm just eating, guys, having every game was 20 plus. EuroLeague. I'm on NBA TV being interviewed from Europe. So I'm like, man, I'm Tao calling my agent. Yo, we got to sign him now.
Tao Ceramica in Spain.
Tao Ceramica. That's when it's Basconia now, but this is Tao. So I'm like, man, I got to get to Tao. You know what I'm saying?
At this time, did they have that Tao Ceramica team probably had Igor Rakocevic?
They had Igor Rakocevic, Serkan Erdogan, the shooter from Utah, Pablo Prigioni, Louis Scola.
Yeah.
You know who
had
else?
to get.
Wasn't man? What's my man name? He's from Houston, African cat, went to Texas.
No, he was there when I was in Spain.
The 4-man.
You talking about Gabe Monecki?
Gabe Monecki.
Gabe Monecki.
Gabe, yeah.
Gabe Monecki, yeah. So he came later. That was in the early stages. So that's came back. Of course, those teams, you know, they ain't on you no more because you tore your ACL.
Yeah.
So I'm down. Basically, why is he making what he making and he in Charleroi? You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand. We qualified for the EuroLeague that year. Won the chip.
Play EuroLeague. I forgot about that.
Played in EuroLeague 2 years. Played in EuroLeague 2 years. So had some more dogs on that squad.